In this video, I'm going to share with you how to distort your reality field like Neo does in the Matrix and begin to reshape and reform your life as you wish it to be. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula and I help men master their sexual energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. When you master your sexual energy and you learn to cultivate lots of it, then your vibration and aura expands. Your power expands. And your power is within you. You feel powerless when you try to control the outside world. But when you bring your focus and you operate at a place of excellence and you decide, I'm going to continue to expand in my capacity to bring excellence to every aspect of my life, then you are going to master your life. And here's the deal, sexual energy within it contains all your basic motivation. It's your basic motivation to eat, to sleep, and to reproduce, to get laid. In today's world, it means get laid and get paid. It's your animalistic instincts. Now, you're not just an animal because you have intellect. You can think philosophy. You can create. You have so much more capability and you can become aware of the subtle energies if you desire, if you put in the work. It's available to you, but you have to unlock it. It's kind of like God or the universe said, here's an opportunity to really feel amazing, like super powerful, and to get a glimpse, just a tiny glimpse of what it would be to be a creator. That's your power as a human. And as a man, you have a limitless supply of sexual energy if you cultivate it. It only becomes a limitless supply if you hold it, because your body is always generating sexual energy, but when you deplete it through masturbation and pornography and excessive ejaculation, then you're depleting your very basic motivation and power, your ability to do. And as I take you through the process of becoming a powerhouse man, a sexual alchemist, where you get clear on your vision, you amplify that vision by amplifying your energy, and then you'll recognize your vision and your reality don't match. Then what you'll begin to do through the power of focus and high frequencies of sexual energy, so raising your sexual energy, literally taking that energy, that tingling, that horniness that you feel in your balls, and you move that up through the body, what's known as the microcosmic orbit, up the back channel of the body, or the fluid up the spine of the body, and you nourish your brain, and your brain is a transmitter and receiver, as confirmed by Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and all the great philosophers of the day. They recognize their thoughts aren't your thoughts. Your thoughts are being picked up because of the frequency that you are vibrating at, and your body is the conduit. Like a current moves through a wire, you are a current and this body is your wire. Now, if you keep your wire strong, healthy, vibrant, your current is going to be powerful. It's like if you tune into a radio station and you've got a strong antenna, boom, instantly clear, boom, you're there. You've got the song. If your wire is dirty, kinked up, you're putting a bunch of crap in your wire. Well, guess what? Your ability to hear that clear vision won't come through. So therefore, you're going to struggle and you're going to have all this issues and weird thoughts about yourself and life, and you're going to be easily manipulated and fall into the matrix of this world. Clearer the channel, the easier things become for you. And sexual energy, when it's running through your body, is like taking your vision and like turning the volume up. It's like taking that song that's coming through on the radio, you're tuned in through your thought process, your vision, and then you amplify it through the process of sexual energy for quick, fast. What might take you 10 years, what might take most men 10 years, you'll be accomplished in 2 and 3, because what most people accomplish in a day, you'll 10 times that. And if you 10 times the amount of things you accomplish in a day, then in 2 to 3 years, you're going to 10 times your impact, your influence, and ultimately your income. Income in money, income in experiences, income in power, status, and ultimately spiritual realization. As your aura fills out and you get clearer and sharper on your vision through habit development and 1-inch tweaks every day, getting a little better. It's not going to happen overnight. You got to put in the work because, again, it's like a video game. You have the potential to unlock all these great things, but it's not guaranteed. You have to put in the work. You have to earn it. And by earning it, your capacity to hold, yes, more money, more clients, more risk, so therefore more reward. You're also intelligent. You're learning. You're learning through your mistakes. You're learning through mentors. You can learn through 2 ways, the fast way or the long way. The long way is do it yourself. Don't ask people for help. Be stubborn about everything. And, I'll just do it. I'll figure it out all myself. And that'll take you the 10-year or the 20-year path. Or you can hire mentors and coaches who have already done it, and they'll just take you there because they're already done it. And they're doing it. So they just plug you into what they're doing. And then you just align with them. And that takes work as well. Because you have to go through all your bullshit and gunk. Like, oh, I'm not worthy. Or what do people think of me? Or, is this the way that I should do things? And all your insecurities. Or the fact that you're comfortable being broke and lazy. And you don't want to admit it. You're just comfortable. And you're like, yeah, but that sounds like a lot of work. Because it is a lot of work. That's why most people never do it. But if you're watching this and you're serious about recreating your life and your lifestyle as you wish, and you're willing, like you're really serious about it, meaning you're willing to sacrifice. If I said, look, you got to, if you wake up at 6 a.m. every single morning, you'll have the life that you want in 2 to 3 years. Are you willing to do it? Intellectually, most people say yes, but in reality, they're not. They don't do shit that's different. How long have you been doing things just the same way, wishing for your life to be better? Don't wish for your life to be better. Just accept it as it is. If you're not going to do nothing different, then accept it. At least you'll be find happiness in it. But if you are wishing for another life, but not willing to make the changes, you're just creating unnecessary suffering for yourself. So either accept it and be like, this is my life, or don't accept it and use all your energy and motivation and desire and get fucking hungry and go get it. That's your 2 choices. When your aura expands and your capacity expands, your ability, I imagine like Neo in the Matrix, kind of like rearranging the Matrix, reprogramming it. So a higher frequency can reprogram a lower frequency. Hence, we can shape things. We can take wood and transform it and make it furniture. We can remold the building blocks of the material world because we are more spiritual as humans. We have more vibration or energy in us than, let's say, this dead book. So I can rearrange it. If you think about that and you say, okay, as I expand my capacity, I can then rearrange my finances, and the way I rearrange my finances is I rearrange my relationship with finances. Everything is relationship. And once you get that, then you recognize that it just comes down to this. How good are you at relationship or not? Do you have a healthy relationship with your business and finances? Do you have conflicting beliefs? I'll give you one that most people have. I know I had for a very long time. I want to be a millionaire. I don't want to work hard. You don't want to be a millionaire. You want to not work hard and be lazy. Like you like the idea of being a millionaire, but you don't want to live the lifestyle of a millionaire. A lifestyle of a millionaire is not easy. It is over time because you develop yourself into that you normalize those habits. But for 2 to 3 years, for 6 months, if you're doing it on your own for the next 10 years, you're pretty much just in for like a really tough ride developing those habits. That's why education cuts down that time and therefore makes you more money at the end of the day because you just get to the money-making part and you get to normalize it quicker in your life. So here's the deal. You expand your capacity. You start to rearrange because you have the energy now to rearrange your thought process. As you rearrange your thought process and belief systems, you'll rearrange your habits. You know, it's the first thing that used to come into my mind when I woke up, it used to be, oh my gosh, I just want to go back to sleep. That would be the first thing. Now, the first thing that comes into my mind when I wake up is win the morning, win the day. That's literally what I tell myself every morning. Win the morning, win the day. Win the morning, win the day. And then I grab my japa beads or my mantra meditation beads and I start and boom, I win the morning. I win that first battle, then I win mantra meditation battle. Do an hour and a half of mantra meditation, steady, focused. Every time my mind wanders, pulls it back. When I do that well, everything else goes well. So what determines if I win the day is the first about 30 seconds in the morning. When you have a lot of sexual energy and prowess and you can control it, you'll win the morning, you'll win your day. You win the day, you'll win the week. You win the week, you win the month, so forth, you win your life. You distort your reality field as a man by taking massive action and becoming ridiculously obsessed and focused on your goals and what you want to do and accomplish in this world. It's not about like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and think about it and manifest. That's not how men create. Actually, the feminine energy is the receiver. Women have their power in passivity. They have their power actually much more in their sexual energy. If a woman knows how to use her sexual energy, she becomes more powerful than a man. We've seen that in many, many times in history. Cleopatra seducing Mark Antony. If a woman knows how to control her sexual energy, she will rule the world. The way that the feminine energy controls their sexual energy is through passivity and much more in their sexuality. Men, we create as the opposite, active leaders. And we plant the seed. Physically, we plant the seed to a woman. She brings the baby to life. We give the ideas, or we have visionary aspects to ourselves. Women have ideas too, but men generally have more growth vision ideas. We think about growth more. We think about accomplishing or conquering more. The more sexual energy you have in you, the bigger your vision, because your vision is amplified by the amount of sexual energy or prowess you have. That's why Napoleon Hill says the most sexed men, meaning the men, that's why some guys don't believe semen retention, because they're like, but the most sexed men are generally the most successful. Yes, and it goes hand in hand. Some men have very, very high natural levels of testosterone that just naturally allows them to do that. Most men in this day and age have castrated themselves, like I did as well growing up, because we live in a culture of masturbation. So you might not even know how high your ambitions can go because maybe you've never retained since a teenager. Maybe you've been jerking off every day or a few times a week. Most guys, it's at least a few times a week, if not every day. And generally, most guys do it in secret. They're not talking about it, right? It's kind of like the most prevalent habit that's unspoken about, even within the family home, the dynamic. Like most guys don't even tell their wives how much they're actually jerking off. But if you know the symptoms, you can know. You're like, okay, I know why you're going to the bathroom again. It ain't to pee. So here's the point. You expand your vision as a man and your ability to plant the seed is amplified. Now that can be used by chasing women, getting laid more. Yes, that's one expression of it. It can be used by growing your business and getting a huge bank account, because that's a form of providing and protecting in this world. And it's a form of how men, we compete and we accomplish. That's why more capitalist societies are more productive societies than socialist societies, because money is, in a way, business is the new battlefield. Instead of killing each other, I'll just make more money than you to show you I'm better than you or I'm bigger than you. That's how we do it in today's society. But it's very much driven by that same animalistic instinct to be like climb the social hierarchies. As you expand your capacity, you can also penetrate into this material field, and your ideas come with sharpness. Your vibration into the world, your thoughts and your words are stronger because you have more amplified energy within you. And that's how you distort your reality field. You distort your reality field by exploding the amount of energy you have. Because energy, this whole field that we're living in, and when I say field, I mean everything that you're interacting with subtly So in your mind is your field. Your emotions are in your field. Your body is your field. And then the senses pick up the sense objects. This is all your field. You can influence your field, meaning whatever you come in contact with, you can influence it. The higher vibration or energy within that field can distort it or rearrange it. That's how come Jesus could perform miracles, and Buddha could perform miracles, and these mystics could perform miracles, and occultists can perform crazy stunts. And it's because they're actually they've mastered a certain energy or thought process that allows them to penetrate this field. As men, you are the penetrative force. If you become passive in your life and you don't stay active and pursue your excellence, you will then fall into your feminine energy. You will be easily controlled, manipulated. You'll be less than the women, because women will have to step up and be masculine, and therefore they will view you as incapable and unintelligent. Therefore, they won't trust you. And if they don't trust you, they ain't ready to jump on your dick because they're like, ugh, you're like not doing your job, and they might not articulate it. So it generally just comes across as nagging or arguing because they can't articulate you're not being a fucking man. Because most people don't understand this. That's why this channel and this work is so important. So take this information, act upon it by taking the free sex transmutation guide. The link is in the description below. And if you're ready to take it to the next level, if you're ready to train with me at the highest level, then make sure you book a time on my schedule. I'll take you through my entire process on how I teach you how to amplify your business, your lifestyle, your health, all by transmuting your sexual energy. I'll see you on that call, and I'll see you on the next video.